Kingwood, Texas had one of the best organized protests for a place that's not used to having the types of protests that the No Kings and the kind of volume that we expected today. We brought out likely over 1,000 people. The official count from the police officers was 850, but I counted quite a bit more based on areas that came in thereafter. But it was very, very well put together. I want to show you a bit of the kind of stuff that we had people doing in the beginning of the protest here, getting all the P's and all the T's crossed, the I's dotted. Check this out.
Record that guy causing trouble, but back away. Let him be the center of attention, causing problems as we record him causing problems. But do not engage. Do not counter him if he's causing problems. Report anything. If you see it, like if whatever you see it, the police are there. If you've got a gut feeling about it.
These are the captains that we were expecting quite a few hundred people here today. And she's giving them instructions as to what they need to do.
I walked the entire area and spoke to quite a few people. Many didn't want to speak. Many didn't want their faces on cameras. A few, even those that weren't quote unquote progressives or Democrats, a few of them decided to come on camera as well. I want to give a synopsis of all the different interviews. I'll post a copy of these other interviews in their entirety, cleaned up, of course, on YouTube. But here are the synopses from each of these people's interviews.
Constitutional rights are slowly and steadily being stripped away. It's the destruction of the administrative state, which is the long-term goal of the Republican Party.
I want a future for my kid. That's it.
What scares you about what's going on?
That I had more rights than she does.
That is not right.
I'm a veteran. I served 14 years in the Marine Corps, and this is not what I fought for. I fought for a free America, for free and rights for everybody.
I am here because I have a daughter, and I'm terrified that her rights are being slowly taken away. It's crazy.
The ICE overreach, the government shutdown, not releasing the Epstein files, talking about running for a third term, just totally shredding our constitutional values right now, and I am not for that.
I've been saying it since 2016 that he was going to pull a coup. I've been saying it since 2016 that he was going to attack minorities and immigrants. I've been saying it the whole time because it's evident in his speech, it's evident in his actions. And you don't believe what a person says, you believe what they do.
Our rights are being violated. They're being taken away. And if we don't do something now, I'm afraid it will be lost.
I mean, I got a son that's on disability, needs a kidney, and insurance is just going up for him. So, I mean, I'm out here supporting everybody else around here.
I have a son and 4 grandchildren, and they're and I don't want them to have to live through some of what our forefathers went through, because that's where we are headed. And whatever I can do at this point in my life, including protesting, I want to be a part of that.
I'm 90 years old. I think that this is a wonderful event, and I think everyone should not be afraid of this man. He's ridiculous.
When I got into construction, the only people that helped me learn it were people that did not look like me, people that were not from this country. I worked with a couple of guys from El Salvador that when everybody else was hazing me, they were taking me to the side, telling me what I was doing wrong in a respectful manner. I just feel like everybody here should have a fair chance, and that's something that's being taken away from everybody. The skilled labor is not there, and you're hearing a lot of supervisors now starting to complain that things are being constructed wrong because the people that are left to do it don't have anybody to teach them how.
He's running like an authoritarian country, like Orban does, Kim Jong-un, Putin, and all the other fascist dictators. He's a weak man trying to be a strong man, and it'll never happen. He's weak, he's a coward, and he's incompetent.
People who came before me and some doing me really made the ultimate sacrifice. So I'm here to join people, those around me, remind me of what I speak of those folks that did the ultimate. So this is a safe environment, and these are just wonderful people, and I feel it's such a privilege. It is such a privilege to be a part of it.
My family has a history of military service. I served my country for 13 years. My brother served in Vietnam. All my brothers have served in the military, aunts and uncles. So we take this seriously.
I am protesting peacefully. I want a better future for my children.
Being surrounded by Republicans in a blue-collar field, I don't see it very often, this much support. Feels well. I feel welcomed. I feel good. I feel like I actually be myself.
I have 3 kids, all going into college. One graduated, one's in college, one's fixing to leave. I want to make sure that their world is safe for them. Right now, we don't know. They're taking away my daughter's rights. They're taking away everybody's rights.
There's no more important place to be right now. I mean, all the uncertainty that you just heard about a second ago is why we're all here, man. And I'm amazed. Like, there's so many people that are just, they're out here despite all the fear and all the stuff that everybody's talking about, right? They're coming out here because they know it can make a difference.
I'm protesting to defend our democracy. I'm protesting against the illegal actions taken by the Trump administration. I'm protesting on behalf of those who cannot protest.
You know what? This is my first protest. The first time I came out, and I think one of the things that got me out was Mike Johnson saying this is a We Hate America protest. We love America. That's why we're here. I love the Constitution. I have family members. My husband was in the Army. But, you know, that doesn't mean that I approve of what's going on.
All suburban areas are rising to the occasion. Democracy is falling because of a wannabe king, and we need to stand up for democracy.
I came here with democracy, protection of democracy in mind, and I had no idea there was going to be this much of a turnout, and it's giving me hope because hope was lost in November of 2024.
There's so many issues, but I think it's really important to, like, we got to fight immigration, we got to fight for women's rights, equality. I think it's just really important to show your support and use your voice.
I'm here to show my support. Again, there are a lot of issues that are really important to me, and I have a voice, and I'm lucky enough to have privilege that I have a voice that people listen to, and so I'm going to do everything in my power to voice my own opinion.
I'm making sure that I celebrate democracy today. I think that martial law will be eventually invoked. And the fact that we're having a peaceful protest out here today is indicative of what democracy represents.
We in America do not have kings. We fought that battle. We do not allow our military on our own soil. We do not allow taxation without representation, tariffs or taxes. We do not have kings in America, and we have got to wake up before it's too late.
I am exercising my right to let my government know how unhappy I am with the number of bad decisions, with the illegal moves, with the cruelty to humans in our country. It's all wrong.
I don't like what's going on with our government bypassing the Constitution, taking people without like their rights, and just taking people off the streets. There's no due process. What happened to that? Isn't Congress supposed to like back us up? The Supreme Court? Yeah. There's checks and balances for a reason. The refs are not calling the fouls. So we're here to bring awareness to that.
We're protesting against all the unrighteousness, fascists, corrupt, everything going on.
Against fascism, for the future of our children. That's why I'm out here.
Out here for democracy, and we don't want to be later in life when they grow up asked, what were you doing at this time? And we were doing nothing.
My children and everyone else's children that need to be protected. And what's going on every day, I open my phone and it's more and more concerning.
It will bring attention to the discontent of the American people, and I hope that it will guide them to act more accordingly.
What's going on in the country is complete and utter nonsense. It's favoritism for the rich, favoritism for Trump's friends, and picking up immigrants by people with masks is contrary to every American ideal I ever heard of. No cops wear masks. The only people who I know who wear masks are Hamas.
I believe in democracy. I believe in protecting people's rights. I believe that united we have a voice, and if you have the ability to do something, do it. Go out, make your voice heard, and there's going to be people behind you. There's more people that agree with the way things should be than what you might think. We have so many different kinds of people out here, young, old, everything in between, every creed, everything. So you're not alone. There's people behind you. There's people that want to support you and support themselves. So just get out.
I've been seeing a lot of injustices through our phones, and we've gotten to see kind of the realistic side of what people are going through. And it's kind of important for us to stand up and be against that, because truly, in essence, we're fighting for our own human rights. And as we go on, we see that they are taking away more and more of our rights. And I feel like it's just time for people to truly stand up and fight back, because, we're better united than we are divided. And what they truly want is to blame somebody else, blame the immigrants, blame the people who come here and, try to get a good job to provide for their families, rather than blaming, racist Nazis who don't want us here. So it's just kind of we need to learn how to move forward as a country and truly value other people and their lives and what they contribute to our society.
I want our country to stay beautiful, and I don't agree with the policies that are being handed down these days. I don't agree with them at all. And I want you to know this is my very first rally, and I've had a lot of things that I've been concerned about. I'm 76. Been a lot of things I've been concerned about over the years, but I am most concerned about what's going on in this country.
From Kingwood, Texas, which is right outside of Houston, that we have only one king, and his name is not Donald Trump. We need all that we can do, and we have the voice, and we just need to be heard, so that those who we have placed in office understand what's going on in these communities.
We have to get rid of this administration. He is ruining our Constitution. He doesn't even know what it says. Our health insurance is going sky high if we don't do anything. Get off the sofa, come on out and join us.
There was one particular interview that gave me a lot of hope, and it was likely from the youngest person the youngest woman that I interviewed. I want you to listen to what she had to say, because it is what gave me a lot of hope.
I just see all the things happening in the world, and then I learn about similar stuff in my history class, and this is history repeating itself in such a visible way. And it's gonna damage all our futures. But I just became an adult. I don't want to inherit a crazy world.
All in all, the Kingwood area put on one of the best No Kings protests altogether. It was peaceful. They engaged the police officers to make sure there weren't any problems. Whenever we had MAGA infiltration, they were taken care of very well. In fact, one of the captains brought a MAGA person who actually wanted to talk. They brought him over to me, and we had a pretty good dialogue. So all in all, I think this was a great event. I think it showed that Kingwood is a place that, in as much as it is conservative, red, Tea Party, full of MAGA, except for a few of the clowns that use their trucks to make a whole lot of noise to display a false masculinity that they're devoid of. It was an excellent event, pleasurable, fun. People came by themselves. They came with families. They came with aunties. We even had people that were close to 100 years old in wheelchairs, in walkers. This is what it's all about, folks.